Greetings, peace, and blessings. I'm Jovhannah, the spiritual love healer, and today I will be doing a reading just for some insight. This past new moon solar eclipse that we had in Sagittarius was extremely potent, and my intention was to do a new moon reading, but the timing just did not align. But we are definitely still in the energetics of that event. New moon energies, you can usually feel them like 3 days before and 3 days after. So like a week, like 7 to 8 days. And eclipses tend to have like a 6-month effect on us. So because we are still in that energy, I just wanted to like pull a card, give some stabilizing guidance is the word that wanted to appear. I know for me, I really have had to ground myself deeply this past week or so, because I just felt super scattered. So making sure to like get outside and just seeing myself, like grounding my chakra system, my physical body, my aura, and just tethering to the present moment has been very, very key, just because, like I said, I have been feeling a bit ungrounded, not necessarily in a bad way, but just like so out there and in the thoughts and the ethers that I wasn't moving forward, like doing the things that I wanted to do. So you might be feeling that way as well. I highly recommend grounding yourself. If you can get outdoors, bare feet on the grass, hug a tree, or just visualize yourself really connecting in to the earth and bringing yourself into the present moment. You may hear my daughter. She is here. She's home from school. She wasn't feeling well this morning, but apparently I think she's fine now, which is good. But I just wanted to keep her home just so she could feel better and not go to school with germs or anything. So, oh, new moon in Sagittarius, what joy did you bring into our lives? One thing that came up for myself as well as other people is like the need to like go forth and do. And we know Sagittarius is not only about wisdom, but also like adventuring and adventure and travel. And that fire energy, I could absolutely feel it, really wanting to like go and do and not wanting to be still. So let's see what guidance we have. Maybe I'll pull 3 cards. Okay, so this card wanted to come out. These two, actually. So we have 8 of Fire and Transformation, which are 2 very potent cards for what I was just talking about. And I was talking about how Sagittarius is the adventurer. They are the sign that likes to go off and explore and travel. And so what we have here is the 8 of Fire. And we can see these 8 wands soaring above the earth. And this card, I usually call this my positive forward movement card. It means that things are just taking off. They are heading into the right direction. But what I'm getting from this is propel. And that word has been coming up so much lately. The way that 2021 is closing out, it absolutely feels like propulsion, like jet propulsion, being in a rocket and getting ready to, we're not taking a step forward. We're not, jumping into a new year. We are propelling ourselves into a new life, into a new timeline, into a completely new life, a new way of living, into new ideas. We're leaving behind the old world and the old ways. And this is absolutely like moving forward, manifesting your abundantly ever after, which is something that I've been talking about a lot, because 2022 is the year of gratitude, using gratitude to help you pave the way, open the door for co-creation and alignment with your soul partner as well. So it's really all about living abundantly ever after. And so what I feel has happened and what I'm getting for myself personally is that this new moon was like that launch. And for many people, like it ignited something within us where it's like, okay, I've got to go. And so here we have transformation, which is the Tower card in a traditional tarot deck. But this is all about changes. And you can see that there's this the butterfly, which represents change. And then you have the, I was going to say the horoscope, the hourglass, that, you know, the time is running out. It's time to leave. So we don't have to wait for this building to be struck down by lightning. You see the guardian angel is guiding him away, because we know in the traditional tower card, this tower is like falling apart. People are falling from it. Instead of waiting for shit to hit the fan, like this is your sign, or and I don't even feel like it's a bad transformation. I feel like it's change, right? We said we're leaving the old world behind, and here is your spirit guide. It's spirit who's carrying you away from the past. Like, okay, maybe you lived in this tower, but now you are moving into a mansion. Now you're moving into whatever the next phase of your life is supposed to look like. And so for a lot of people, there have been these pockets of like inspiration where it's like, oh my gosh, I should do this. And it might be like a little whisper. It might be like this deep urge, but follow it, because that is your intuition guiding you away from what's been comfortable. And so when I look at this tower, it also makes me think of, who was it that was trapped in the tower? Rapunzel, right? She was in the tower and that she could not get out. And so this tower, I feel like, could be self-imposed limitations. This could be habits, beliefs, just stuff that you don't need. This, as you couldn't get out of the tower without spirits guiding you. And then the divine, they're about to knock it down, because you don't reside here anymore. It is time for change. And that is what this energy is calling you forward to do. We're not waiting to January 1st. We're not waiting to your next birthday. We're not waiting. It's right now. It's in this moment that you are creating change, because everything that you're doing is helping you to either propel yourself forward, or it's holding yourself back. So you have to ask yourself, do I want to stay in this tower? Or do I want to soar? And if I want to soar, what is it that I'm setting my sights on? What is it that I'm wanting to manifest? What is it that I'm wanting to call into my life? And that is what you need to focus on. So we're walking away from chaos. We're walking away from chaos, from the past, from any struggle, thoughts of limitations, anything that made us feel stuck or trapped. Transformation is coming through to wipe it all out, and it's coming very quickly. So you may find that you are just out of nowhere. Maybe you're getting up earlier. Maybe your tastes for food has changed. Maybe you're like, I just really need to move my body more. I want to work out more. There are going to be little subtle things that you may be seeing or doing. For some of you, it's very subtle, because I'm looking at the butterfly here. So it might be like a little whisper. For others, it's going to be like a loud thunder roar that's like, it's time to change. We've got to cut this out. But it's growth, and it's all beautiful. So don't feel like this is like negative or scary. This is just change is coming, and it's coming quickly, and it's coming in favor of you, in favor of you living abundantly ever after. So just be mindful and be prepared for that. For some of you, there are some ideas or things that you've been sitting on, and now it's like they're popping off like popcorn. It's like, okay, I got to do this. I got to do that. I want to do this. I want to do that. Whew. Breathe. Organize yourself. Don't overwhelm yourself with all of the things, with all of the ideas and the insights. Write them down. Have a journal. Yep, I've got a couple down here. Have a journal, something that you write with nearby you at all times, because as inspiration strikes, get it down. So for me, when I get ideas, especially if they're in regards to my business, I have this wish list inside of my project management tool, and I'll go in there and I'll just type it out, whatever the concept is, the idea, jot down notes about it so I can just get it all out. That way I don't just write something down and I go back a couple weeks later, I'm like, what does this mean? But it's really about setting yourself up for success and knowing that there are tools and resources available to you that will help you juggle all of these different activities or events or situations. Like I was saying, like Sagittarius energy, it's about wisdom. So there may be, like I said, some like insights and inspiration coming through. Meditation is always, always, always highly recommended. I find like sometimes like I'll sit down to meditate and it's just like, boom, okay, I got to start writing all this stuff out when I just really was coming for quiet time, but it's like, it wasn't quiet time for me in that moment. So there are some beautiful changes that are going to be coming through. You may have been feeling like just overwhelmed. All of this is going to be shifting and changing as you start to rearrange your priorities. And I love how there is so much fire energy in these cards. We've got the 10 and the 8 of fire. And then we also have the storm here, the electrical energy, the heat in this card as well. So yeah, new beginnings. So we have the dreamer. Whatever has been making you feel overwhelmed or stressed or down and out, that is about to change. Your luck is changing. Continue to keep the faith, have hope, because you're going on a new path. It might be hard. That's the other thing, right? Life changes, and freeing yourself from like past limitations and beliefs is not always easy. It is work involved, and it can feel overwhelming. Take it one step at a time. Take it one step at a time, and allow yourself to continue to move forward into the direction of your dreams. And see here, we have that same butterfly, which is how I know that this change that's happening in your life is leading you to a new, beautiful beginning. It's one that's going to make you sing from your heart. So when I look at this, I think of like our inner child, and you know how as a child, like everything generally was an adventure, and it was joyful, and it was always a new opportunity and something fun. Like as a kid, we could turn anything into a game, and you're like never bored because your imagination and you're tapped into creativity and you're learning, right? There's that learning. So it's like, look at this journey as a learning process. Look at it as an adventure. Look at it as, you know, letting your inner child come out to play, to experience life, instead of being like the adult with all the bills, all the things to do, gotta cook, gotta clean, gotta go to work, gotta do this and that and this and that. Like, no, like put this away. It's time to, of course, you know, we still are responsible for our obligations, but it's time to release the stress around it and the over seriousness of life, and really start to add more play and allow yourself to transition into a different life. So like even looking at these cards, right? She's in the kitchen. She's clearly like over everything. Look at all that stuff in there. Look at all of that. But then it's like, get outside and let yourself play. Go explore, go experience life. Yes, we got to clean the kitchen, but yes, we can also explore our own interests. We can also get those little whispers and follow the inspirations of changes that are coming in our lives to start doing new things that feel rewarding. Because if all you're doing is working, and you're never allowing yourself to have fun, you're never allowing yourself to explore your dreams, or to even know what your dreams are, to like color for 5 minutes, to go outside for a walk, to go smell some flowers, to chase a butterfly, you will feel overwhelmed and you'll start to disconnect from life. And what this whole reset of like propelling ourselves into a new life is to remember that life is supposed to be fun. So add some of that adventurous Sagittarius energy, tap into your inner sage, your inner wise being, and let yourself have fun. Spirit is there to guide you. So for many of you, continue praying, meditation, writing came up as well, like automatic writing or just writing in general. You may be receiving information or downloads in that way. But yes, this is a time of transformation in a very beautiful, beautiful way. So be very clear on the intentions that you're setting. Be very clear on the direction in which your life is going to go, because, oh my gosh, I just bent my card. It's okay. Because things are moving fast, and what you focus on is where you are going to go. So if you are focused on being trapped, yeah, this is the one I bent, being trapped in the tower and stuck and not able to move forward, and you feel like storms are brewing all around you, and how can, you know, if you're feeling stuck in despair and you're not sure how to shift out of feeling this energy, then get some support. Okay, make sure you have support, because this is a very powerful time, and what you focus on will grow. So if you want to live abundantly ever after, if you want to experience love, if you want to experience abundance and adventure and joy and all of those beautiful things, now is the time to start focusing on that instead of focusing on lack or anything else that may make you feel limited and stuck and small. It is time for you to expand your horizons. It's time for you to expand your vision. It's time for you to shift the energy in your life by adding in a little more excitement, getting out of the routine, reconnecting to your dreams, to that child at heart, to the things that light you up, and integrating those into your life so that it's not something you do. It's part of who you are. It's part of your life. It's a way of living and being, and it's going to propel you into the next level of yourself. So I hope that this aftermath, after the new moon guidance has been helpful to you. Please let me know what resonated with you in the comments below. And I will have some more videos coming. I've got a couple new decks that came in. And just talking about things that I'm working on, what's going on in my world, and sharing some updates. So thank you, thank you, thank you. For a private reading, visit spirituallovesanctuary.com. You can find out more about me and the work that I do as a spiritual healer. I am a Reiki master, tarot reader, spiritual coach. Peace.